This is Atomic Heart. We're here on the PlayStation 5 Pro. Be sure to like the video. Subscribing is great as well. So this is a game that I had like the highest of hopes for. And when you start the game, it's got just this like beautiful ambience and style. It's like the game is basically a bunch of random different games that come together. Like the concepts here are so interesting, and yeah, it just kind of goes a little bit off the deep end as you continue to play it. But hey, this opening is pretty sweet, and the gameplay and the concept of it's kind of interesting. It's just, yeah, kind of the execution of this one's a bit all over the place, for sure. But I thought this would be an interesting visit here on the PlayStation 5 Pro, just because the extra overhead gives us a little bit of a cleaner picture and experience. And it's also a very, very odd sort of game, just because it is so interesting. Like, again, the opening here, I remember streaming this when it came out and being like, oh wow, this is, you know, really, really quite spectacular. And then, yeah, it just, it gets a bit strange, let's put it that way. So anyways, let's dive in and talk about this experience here on the PlayStation 5 Pro. A tour. You know, I tried to get an interview with the robot or whatever character. I literally could not find her, which is a bit of a shame. This is a game I would have really liked to have some interview stuff for, but anyways. Yeah, so this is the main mode, which is a, I guess, quality mode, and just the regular mode that's on by default in this. So it's dynamic 4K, but it was already really close to a full 4K, so now it's a full 4K resolution. Should be in almost every situation in this one. Maybe some of the open world spots it might be a little bit more intensive, but 60 FPS looks fantastic, looks great. Then there's also the other mode, and there's a streamer mode too, which is really nice. So if you want to listen to regular music, you should probably not have the streamer mode on. Your FOV and the 120 Hz mode, which you have to apply the changes. So for the 120 Hz mode, this was added afterwards. I never really bothered re-downloading this game to take a look at it with this mode. But this one caps things off at 1440p at 120 FPS. So, you know, if you do want something that is a little bit more high frame rate, which can be quite nice for a shooter, like it is a single player shooter game, so you know, it's not as needed, but the choice is really up to you and how you want to kind of tackle this one. As yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and skip past this because I want to get to where the action is. It is worth sitting here and actually engaging with everything, honestly. Like this game has some really, really cool little technical things, and you can learn a lot about the world. It's just like none of it really matters when you really get into it. Yeah, which is kind of hilarious. None of it really matters when you get into it. See, it starts with all this really, really fascinating, cool stuff, and then it just... I'll never forget that I had the highest donation thing ever on this one from Filet, I think, or whatever. That's how he earned his high ultimate channel moderator level, which is kind of funny. That was a shock when I was streaming it. As I was going through extreme punishment, it was kind of funny. Oh, they actually speed up the people when you're talking like this. That's kind of funny.
Who designed this thing? The Spanish Inquisition?
Nobody ever expects the Spanish Inquisition. And then you got a scanner that kind of lets you know what's happening and stuff like that. Ooh, ha ha ha. See, it's like, it's supposed to be like Bioshock-esque, and then it's just like, eh.
Whatever that guy's been smoking.
See, there's such cool stuff in this. Oh, and your character's kind of annoying. Crispy critters and stuff he says and all that.
You are now capable of seeing hidden objects. This ability could prove very useful in the future. But for now, please continue with your mission.
See, this part of the game is so neat, and it's so cool and interesting. All the stuff you can do, all the interactive points. And then it just becomes like really repetitive where you're dealing with the same things over and over again. And like, it's just like, it was brutally difficult. I think they've updated a lot of stuff. I think they've enhanced a lot of things. They've improved the experience. Like, it really genuinely has been upgraded a lot. And I think it's, you know, kind of nice. And playing at the high frame rate is cool, but this is like a single player game. And I do kind of think playing with the higher resolution is just a lot more appreciated for detail and stuff. It really makes a big difference. So anyways, the game itself, it's basically like a Bioshock kind of esque concept, and then it's also kind of becomes a survival game, and so it feels like each part of the game was developed by like almost entirely different people. Like the start of this game, Bioshock-like, neat narrative, neat concept, comments on certain things, really fascinating, great sense of scale. Second part of the game, grinding through rooms, gathering resources, doing weird stupid puzzle things, and then randomly open world. It was just like weird, and then it becomes like strange again, and like it really is quite a neat concept for a game. I just wish it was fun. And I know they made it easier, and there's different difficulty settings and stuff, and they've adjusted things a lot since when I played it, and it's, you know, much better time, I'd say, probably, for people stepping in now, but yeah, this game drove me absolutely nuts sitting there playing it. My streams of it are worth a laugh and a watch if you haven't seen them before on this one. I think it took like 2 parts to get through this. It was a grind. Yeah, I really didn't like this one. But I remember it being very fancy and neat looking, so that's why I thought it would be a great revisit here to kind of, you know, take a look at on the platform, because it is such a peculiar sort of thing. Like, this opening would just sell you on being, like, the coolest game. And I think that's maybe part of the effect was them wanting to make something that was so interesting. Because I didn't really spend much time doing it. But when you start the game, you can sit there. This is a long elevator. You can sit there and you can interact with all of the different like robots and things, and you can grab snacks, and you can enjoy the cultural day and all that. It's so neat, and then it just like gets steadily worse, especially when things start popping off. You're like, thinking things are gonna be so crazy and cool, and then it's just like, oh yes, the overly sexy, deadly robot gals.
Comrade Major.
And there was like some DLC stuff which I never checked out, but probably would have been cool to see what that stuff was, because it gets really trippy apparently. Yeah, I think even the protagonist is pretty annoying, and it's just like you're always out of ammo and resources. So you brought me here just to send me all the way down? Why would you do this to me, comrade women? You know, that is kind of stupid that they bring you all the way up here, and then you just get sent right down.
My boy. The reporters have been hounding me all day. So, what do you think of Chalamet?
You've built yourself a city of the future, boss. There's nothing else like it in the whole USSR.
I built it for all mankind, not for myself. Humanity is on the verge of great discoveries. One day we'll reach the stars.
I just don't know how you have all these robots and you can't do that. So it's supposed to be a perfect setup in the USSR or whatever, hitting the highest points of humanity and taking over everything.
Its own greatness.
You're a dreamer, Dr. Sechenov.
Fantasy and science go hand in hand. Most modern inventions were described long ago in science fiction. Flying machines, space travel, even robots.
Are you telling me you got your ideas from sci-fi novels?
I got them from the dreams of mankind, P3. Man was born to dream, to do great things. But
I love how I literally took the elevator up to grab a key to come down. Couldn't one of the robot women just been down here to give me the key?
Men sworn to defend mankind and its destiny.
Need me to get rid of somebody, boss?
You're very relaxed about it, my boy. I hope it won't come to that. But let's take it one step at a time. First, you'll need a substantial glove upgrade.
Like, this game looks so cool from like just taking it in perspective. And I'm almost blanking out on all the trauma I faced after this opening segment. Ah, friendly robots serving mankind. You can't see anything going wrong with those guys. No siree. Magic.
Please secure your seatbelt. We wish you a very pleasant journey.
I remember that thing looking a lot, like, it kind of looked smaller coming in, and then it becomes this giant thing that, like, grabs you.
Radio in here.
The entire Soviet Union is ecstatic about the unveiling of Collective 2.0 with
Yeah, I just came
parades
from
in
one of them. I
every
get it.
city.
The American government is expressing deepening concern about the skyrocketing unemployment figures following the deliveries of robotic
Politics,
workers
screw
from the
that.
We've got plenty of thought devices. There won't be a shortage, said People's Deputy Alexander Shalchinov in response to widespread concern in the city of Ozyorsk.
How about some music? That's more like it.
If you wanna go and take a ride with me, if you remember the full with the gozy. Oh, why do we live this way? Hey, must be. Wouldn't they just like block the import of robots into the US in order to help, you know, preserve their jobs and that?
I see you finally begun your assignment. And it's been less than an hour. Sehr gut.
Jawohl, mein Führer.
What did you just say?
I said the signal's on the fritz, but thanks anyway, Herr Stockhausen. Dr. Sechenov already filled me in.
Don't you think that may have been a bit too much?
Nope.
For some reason, your response didn't surprise me at all.
Guess I don't have any respect for brown-nosers.
Tell me, is there anyone you do have respect for?
Sure, but respect is earned. Dr. Sechenov has mine because he saved my life on the operating table. Everybody else needs to earn it. Anyway, why the hell are we riding a jalopy strapped to a damn robot?
It is a bit
Jets
weird,
taken
isn't
or
it?
something? Shit.
Riding turbines is an important tradition. It's a way to remember the days when Facility 3826 was brand new, as we used to ride these vehicles to our very first scientific complex.
Fair enough, but why is it a tradition to have them pulled by bumblebees? And why do we call them bumblebees when they look more like flying pigs?
Flying pigs. Have you seen flying pigs before? How about flying cows?
Yeah, on the Condor. One time some genius...
This kind of feels like a waste of resources to have all these,
direction. Straight down.
you
I
know,
have a suggestion, Colin.
flying.
Why don't you worry about
platforms.
your mission, and I'll do the thinking for both of us.
Shut the hell up, Glove. I'm trying to listen.
To what? Is there anything here you haven't seen yet?
I've never been here before. Zip it.
What? How come?
I don't know, damn it. Now quit bugging me.
My apologies.
See, this makes it seem like you're going on like the craziest journey ever, and then when you get down into the meat of it, it's so weird how this changes. I forgot how magical this was too. Like, it really feels like something straight out of Bioshock, right? And you get into it and you're just like, what is going on in this? I think the action's gonna be kicking off here soon. It like brings you into a false sense of excitement. It lures you in. Yeah, if there's like water on the outside of the car, wouldn't I be getting soaked right now?
3826's audio guide. We will soon be arriving at our destination. Estimated time of arrival is 11:47 a.m. Outside temperature 26 degrees Celsius.
Nice.
There is a slight breeze. You can
Oh,
now
this is
observe
lovely.
the Soyuz Granite Bridge spanning Lake Lazur and two of the facility's high-profile test sites, the VDNH and Sakhalin. These are connected by magnetic
This is like amazing
or
looking.
maglev rail. This technology was pioneered by the Chelomey Design Department and a personal project of Dr. Lebedyansky.
Like the trees and everything like that. Damn, I wish this game was better.
You can now
Feels like it's almost forgotten about too, right? Because I don't really ever hear anybody mentioning or talking about this one.
assembly and distributing machine parts required by the facility's various complexes. Controlled remotely by a collective 1.0 node, A plant such as this is capable of autonomously managing and fulfilling 100 orders per
When
hour.
do we get to do something?
Directly below is Dr. Sechenov's computational center, the main radio processing unit and control nexus for this network node.
Yeah, I guess you could get a lot of work done if, you know, you had robots doing a lot of the manual stuff, right?
Supplying electricity to the entire
Or you could just chill out.
PH, as well as the Friendship of People's Park, nearby settlements, and the maglev train lines.
Yes, of course.
Maglev train stations connect all of Facility 3826, allowing personnel to travel from one complex
This is
to another
really incredible.
with
This is one of the
comfort
best
and ease.
openings, I think, for video games, honestly. But I'm really thinking about it.
We are now flying past the majestic Call of the Motherland Monument, erected in 1949 to mark the Soviet Union's victory in World War II, and are now entering the grounds of the Vavilov Complex, the site where Facility 3826's numerous agricultural miracles took root. You are now observing the Soviet Sickle Monument, designed by sculptors Elena Mukhina and Alexander Kibalnikov, and autonomously erected in 1951 by the Collective 1.0 Neural Network with the help of robot builders. Note that this effectively makes it the world's first collaborative artistic effort between man and machine. Our brief guided tour is coming to an end. Facility 3826 is always ready to welcome new specialists from anywhere in the Soviet Union. We are confident that you will be thrilled to live and work in this world of revolutionary breakthroughs and fantastic scientific achievements for the glory of the Communist Party and the Soviet people.
Major, the drove is initiating combat maneuvers.
Initiating what? For real?
Watch out!
What am I supposed to do about it?
Safety,
What the?
please do not
Uh-oh.
fasten your seatbelt until the vehicle has come to a complete stop.
Well, things are about to get interesting.
You have reached your destination. You are now at Laboratory 8 of the Vavilov Topical Drug Facilities. Have a nice day.
Take my hand, Comrade Major. I will escort you to the Vavilov complex.
I love how these robots are just cool the whole time, these lovely ladies.
Unfortunately, I have no information on the subject. All the robots have been carrying out their normal operations until they suddenly became hostile.
That's why I wanted an interview with this lady. These robots are so interesting, the female ones. So much personality.
That was really very rude of them.
The elevator is now operational.
They are hilarious, though.
Fuck off, bitch!
Thanks, lady. At least their main design is
Once
just to help
again,
out.
Continuing normally. A Drofa towing robot will be here shortly to perform magnetic coupling and take us by air to...
Son of a bitch, not again.
Uh-oh.
Oh, help me, Comrade Major. I'm falling.
What the shit?
Maybe it wasn't a good idea to get one of these. See, very Bioshock-esque, right? Atomic Heart. That opening is actually fantastic. It really genuinely is a great opening. And it's all downhill from here.
Attention. This is an emergency communication.
Crispy critters. Well, get busy killing or get busy dying, you know. Anyways, the robots have taken over. Now we have to go kill robots for several hours, or for like 10 plus hours, or something like that. Discover a mystery, unravel all the hidden secrets, and
Oh shit, my head's killing me.
save the motherland? Yeah. Yeah, it goes.